McLaren P1 is a cutting-edge hypercar with a hybrid powertrain. Overall, it's one of my favorite hypercars of all time, and today I get to review it for you. It has a 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, plus an electric motor that provides boost to the car and fills in the torque cap. It produces 903 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. Now, the electric motor, when it provides boost, it uses a system that McLaren calls iPass, which is Instant Power Assist System. And what that does is there's a little button on the right spoke of the steering wheel, and when you press it, it'll use the charge from the 200-pound battery to propel the car forward and help to accelerate even faster. So it's a very great, innovative system, and it makes the car incredibly fast. It should be able to go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds, do the quarter mile in 9.8 seconds, and reach an electronically limited top speed of 217 miles per hour. So the performance on this car is just incredible. It's lightning fast, and if you put it in the fully electric motor, E-mode, it should get around 6.8 miles of range. And of course, the P1 is also an incredibly beautiful car, one of the best looking cars of all time in my personal opinion. It has a really shrink-wrapped kind of look to it because it follows the McLaren design principle of form follows function. So everything's kind of sucked on to the mechanical parts. It's got an all-carbon fiber body with LED headlights designed to look like the McLaren speedmark logo. 19-inch rims standard, available with a stealth look to them. As you can see, some really eye-catching dihedral doors, carbon fiber roof snorkel on top that's actually built into the carbon fiber monocage. In back, you've kind of got an open heat extractor mesh grille sort of thing. It gives it a really cool, aggressive look to it, and a single exhaust tailpipe right in the middle of that that's actually angled upwards so that it helps improve downforce. And of course, an enormous active rear wing that can move up 11.8 inches to increase downforce even more. In fact, in race mode, it actually produces a peak 1,323 pounds of downforce. And the drag reduction system sets the wing angle to an angle of 0 degrees to reduce drag by 23%. Overall, it weighs just around 3,075 pounds, that's the curb weight, and it has a coefficient of drag of just 0.34, so it's incredibly streamlined as well. It has a carbon fiber monocage monocoque chassis that's 5 times as strong as titanium, twice as stiff as steel, and still only weighs around 200 pounds, so very stiff car. It also has a race active chassis control adaptive damping system that can lower the car around 2 inches in race mode and stiffen the springs 300%. When you pair that up with the torque vectoring system, the silicone carbide infused carbon ceramic brakes, the specially designed Pirelli P0 Corsa tires, it should be able to take corners at around 2 Gs. As you can see, the interior of the P1 is beautiful as well, but it's a lot simpler because McLaren designed it to keep weight really low. So you've got a lot of Alcantara material, you've got even more carbon fiber. Actually, as you can see, these seats are designed out of a one-piece carbon fiber shell, and they weigh just 23 pounds a piece, so very light. Beautiful 3-spoke McLaren steering wheel with the DRS and iPass buttons that I mentioned earlier in the video. Carbon fiber paddle shifters. On the center console, you can see the controls for all the different drive modes. It has 5 drive modes: normal, sport, track, race, and E-mode. Carpet is not actually a standard feature in the P1, and there's no sound editing available whatsoever, so it helps keep the weight really low, and that's something McLaren does with all their cars. They keep it simple to keep the weight low and the performance high. Alright guys, so there you have my full review of the McLaren P1. Make sure to like this video, comment below, and go ahead and check out my channel because I've got a ton of exotic supercar and hypercar reviews up, so remember to subscribe. If I'm still here at the very end, what are the chances of me riding in? Just while you drive it into the truck.
Eric wants to go for a ride. You know?